what positives you take from a defeat, if you can?
Well, it has been a very intense game. I think that we know that we are going through mentally we are not in a very solid situation, so that hurts when you get a setback. But we have shown pride in the second half. The start of the game was good, and we know that when you are punished, when you are not in your best momentum, it feels a little bit more difficult. But you know, today nothing to say to the players. They have tried. We will come back because we are dealing with difficult circumstances, with absences, and the players, they are giving their best each 3 days. So I'm confident that it will get better.
Would you say that you are in that place where you're trying to adapt to the players to you, where the whole thing is a process? You're in the middle of that? Is that what you would say?
Yeah, we are still trying to establish our ideas, to be consistent, and at the moment, because we are all the players, most of the players, they have to play every 3 days. You can't rotate. The calendar is so demanding, so we are not approaching this game in the best condition, and that changes a little bit the steps to develop what we want. But this is a process. We are in 4 months from the beginning of the season, and it's a matter of time.
Jude, as you said, that all this stuff about your future is outside noise. In your case, you have to deal with it in the press conferences. I see your face, and it's like, that's not Xabi, but you have to deal with it. How does it feel?
Well, my focus is about the team, for sure. You need to deal, but you can't control them. So as far as I can control, I don't pay that much attention. What I can control is my work with the team. How can I help the players? How can we prepare better for the next game? And this is not new situation in football for many coaches. So it's not a surprise. I am not new in this.
But you say today's performance gives you credit to continue with your job.
Well, we continue believing that we can do better, that we want to do better for sure. We are critic for sure because it has been some positives, but we can do better.
Finally, Mbappé, he didn't warm up either.
No, he was not in condition. If not, for sure we were not in a position to risk him for a more serious injury, but today he couldn't play. If not, for sure he would have been on the pitch.
There is no good defeats, is there? But is there something that you look at it today and think, all right, we're into something new now?
Yeah, definitely. I felt the performance was pretty good, to be honest. The feeling I had from playing, the atmosphere that the fans created, I had a really good feeling inside the stadium. Unfortunately, we just didn't manage those key moments in the game, which has been a problem for us the last, obviously, few games, I'd say, but last many games now. And obviously we pay the price for that against a good team like City. If you give up chances, they'll punish you. And if, for mine, for example, at the start of the second half, you don't take your chances, then you're going to be in trouble. So, I think it was a promising sign, given the run we've been on, that we've managed to put out a performance that we can be a little bit more proud of. But of course, we're never going to be happy or even satisfied with a good performance in a loss. You know what I mean? It's not the standard of this club. It's not the standard that we hold ourselves to within the team. So back to the drawing board and we keep working. You know what I mean? There's no other options. So there's no point whinging and moaning at each other and trying to, hammer each other or whatever. It's review the game objectively, see what was good, see what could have done better, and move on to the weekend against Alaves.
If you do really well this season, I think people will look at the minutes 65 to 71. 3 times the Bernabeu whistled you, was demanding more of you, and you responded. How did it feel in those minutes? Did you sense that it was... No, in general, the whole team.
Honestly, I didn't really notice it, to be fair. But like we're playing, fortunate enough to play for the biggest club in the world. They've seen the best players in the history. They've won the biggest trophies, more than anyone else. They pay a lot of money to come and watch us, pay a lot of money to come and support the team. If they want to express their feelings like that, then that's how they're going to do it. But it's down to us as professionals, as players, to stay neutral emotionally and react as you say we did. I didn't really notice it, but if you're mentioning it, we must have reacted pretty well. And like I said, no one's happy drawing games, losing games. That changing room's not happy at all after those games. But we all come in the next day or the 2 days after and break down objectively where it's gone wrong and try and improve. You know what I mean? There's no other options. We just have to keep rolling with it. But as for the fans, you know, I completely understand their frustration. You know, they're obviously, like I said, paying a lot of money to watch their team, support their team, and we're not quite giving enough back at the minute in terms of wins and points, so that has to change.
Finally, you made the mistake of learning in Spanish, which means about now you understand what's going on. Yeah. What we all say, that you know, the Xabi Alonso is going to go, that there is tension between the players and the manager. How do you deal with all of that in the changing room?
But it's the same in Spanish as it is in English. It's outside noise, you know what I mean? None of it matters and none of it creeps into what we do on a day-to-day basis. We all read it, and most of the time we laugh about it and take the piss out of you for it. But in the changing room and inside our dressing room, it's a completely different atmosphere that's explained from the outside. I think when we are losing games or drawing games, there's a perfect opportunity for a lot of silliness, let's say, when people over here in Spain are writing it. And, you know, we know it doesn't come from a place of nastiness, you know, it's just the pressure that comes with playing for this club. And when we're winning, they give us our fair share of praise as well. And when we're losing, like I said, we take it on the chin. But most importantly, we stick together through that. You know, it's not the time to be chucking people out to the dogs or to the wolves. It's about sticking in it together. We take our licks and we take the together, and we keep rolling.
How close was this game to how you imagined it?
We have been playing, especially in last season was completely different. Last season we were with many injuries, we were not possible to compete. But this season, in many years, especially in matches like here, we are playing much better than today. And we could not win or draw, and today we won it. And the first half we had problems. So. But, you know, Jeremy is the second game, Nico O'Reilly is the first game, and Mateo is the first game here. And what else? And many players. We need to process, so still maybe can help us, you know, in the future to play like the way we want to play. But I take it, so I know how difficult it is Bernabeu and beating Champions League, and especially in situations that is a team like where you don't win the transitions, you lose the sloppy balls and they can run, they can unstoppable. Always have been like that. Second half we have been a little bit better than the first. First 30 minutes, every single time that we had lose the ball, they have a chance. Second half we adjust a little bit better, and yeah, we take the result absolutely with happiness.
Even though the second half you were better, Real Madrid created the biggest amount of chances as well, because they were doing the Real Madrid thing.
Yeah, I think, But at the end they put 4 or 5 players start to. I know for experience that, but we had chances too. So maybe it's a game we had more chances. But it's difficult to control the transition of them because they are there, they're waiting, just lose the ball and contact with them, and they have the ability to keep the ball, to run, to dribble 40 meters, and it's difficult to do it. But in general, I'm fine, and Jeremy was extraordinary. So, yeah, good game, and yeah, we take it.
You keep talking about in October you want to be better than September, and in, well, what does it go? November better than October. And players learning from experiences like this. Let's focus on Nico O'Reilly, who scores and had a great game today.
Top, so not just today. So it's not right now. He's a left back for the national team from UK. So he's a player like have a composer and a tank, have pace, coming from behind, have a lot of pace, so really good. And Omar helped us a lot when he came in. And yeah, really happy for the for the game and for the result in terms of finish to 8. You know, it's in our hands now. Before it was not in our hands. Now it's in our hands. Always it was in our hands, but always Bernabeu is not easy to come to place. Now have to Norway and Galatasaray. If we make it 6 points, we will be there.
The little kid in you enjoys winning at the Bernabeu a little bit more than beating any other places.
I enjoy when the team play like I want to play. My happiness now is depends on that. Of course, results is good in terms of top 8, and you know, for everybody in the club, for us, it's like I had the feeling for we changed a lot the club in the last transfer windows, and many players has the first time to leave. But I see when you have a game plan and you know it's possible and do it then sometimes it's you know, but obviously you know winning Bernabeu will easily better and we are close, you know, we are close. Now it depends on us, the 2 games, we will see what happens.
What a performance from you. How good does it feel to win here at the Bernabeu with all the history they have in this competition and the rivalry with Man City as well?
Yeah, it's such a good feeling. I mean, to come here, I mean, what an atmosphere it is, what a stadium it is, it's so tough to come and play here. But yeah, we got the 3 points, so that's the most important thing.
And you've scored your first ever Champions League goal at the Bernabeu. How special is that?
Yeah, very special. Over the moon with it. this goal will be with me forever. But yeah, as I said, the most important thing was the 3 points, and that's what we got.
It was such a quick reaction from you. You're in a striker's position. You've been learning that off Erling Haaland by any chance?
Yeah, he's been giving me a few tips.
What's it been like for you this season? You've made more appearances already than the whole of the last campaign. Are you enjoying that extra responsibility?
Yeah, I'm loving it. I'm just taking it all in my stride. Every game as it comes, working hard every session, and yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it.
I know this wasn't a knockout match in the Champions League, but is beating Real Madrid away from home a benchmark when it comes to winning the Champions League?
Obviously, we know how good Real Madrid are. The history we've had, we've played them over the last few seasons, and they're so good. So, I mean, playing against these here and winning, it shows how good we're playing at the minute and the form we're on. So, yeah, I'll say we'll have a good chance.
What about your own form? How do you rank this performance from you this season?
Yeah, I think the first few minutes I was a bit slow. I could have stopped the first goal, but I mean, yeah, I made up for it in the end.